How did a small city by a ravia become the most powerful empire the world had ever seen? And how did it all come crashing down? For centuries, Rome was a beacon of power, a sprawling empire that stretched across continents. Its story is one of incredible ambition, unmatched military might, and groundbreaking innovation. But it's also a cautionary tale of corruption, overreach, and ultimate collapse. Join us as we journey back in time to uncover the epic story of the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Our story begins around 753 BC, in what is now modern-day Italy. Legend tells us of Romulus and Remus, but history tells us of a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River. This wasn't an empire yet. It was a humble city-state, first ruled by kings. After overthrowing its last king, Rome established a republic, a revolutionary idea where citizens had a voice. This new system, combined with a fierce sense of discipline and a set of strong laws, laid the foundation for everything that was to come. At the heart of Rome's early success was its military. The Roman army was the engine of expansion, and it was a marvel of its time. Legion after legion marched out from Rome, conquering vast lands across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. To control such a vast territory, Rome needed more than just soldiers. It needed infrastructure. These roads connected the farthest corners of the empire back to its heart. Along the frontiers, they built massive walls and forts, like Hadrian's Wall in Britain, to protect their borders from so-called barbarian tribes. Rome didn't just conquer a place and leave, it integrated it. They established Roman law, built cities, and brought their culture with them. This was a new kind of empire, one that didn't just rule through force, but through control, organization, and a remarkable ability to administer its massive, diverse territories. With the empire secured, a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity began, known as the Pax Romana, or Roman peace. This was Rome's golden age. The wealth flowing in from conquered lands fueled a building boom that transformed the city of Rome and other major centers into architectural wonders. Engineers developed new techniques, using concrete to build structures that were bigger and more complex than anything seen before. They built magnificent aqueducts, some of which still stand today. They carried fresh water into cities for public baths and fountains. Grand temples were erected to honor the gods, and massive amphitheaters, like the legendary Colosseum, were built to entertain the masses with gladiatorial games and public spectacles. Politicians and officials grew greedy, enriching themselves at the expense of the state and its people. The empire's leadership began to falter. A series of weak, incompetent, or tyrannical emperors destabilized the government. The sheer size of the empire also became a critical issue. It was simply too vast and too diverse to be managed effectively from a single capital. Communication was slow, and responding to threats on distant frontiers took months. To pay for the massive army and the lavish lifestyle of the elite, taxes skyrocketed. The burden fell heavily on ordinary citizens, farmers, and merchants. As the gap between the rich and the poor widened, and faith in the government eroded, the social fabric of the empire began to unravel. The unity and discipline that had made Rome great were slowly being replaced by division, distrust, and internal strife. The internal rot made Rome vulnerable. For centuries, the empire had held back tribes on its borders. But now, weakened from within, the frontiers began to crumble. Waves of migrations and invasions, often referred to as the barbarian invasions, put immense pressure on the Roman military. Tribes like the Goths, Vandals, and Huns poured across the borders, sometimes seeking refuge, other times seeking plunder. The economy, already strained, went into a free fall. Constant warfare drained the treasury, trade was disrupted, and inflation spiraled out of control. The empire was plagued by civil wars as rival generals fought for the throne, further weakening its ability to defend itself. In a last-ditch effort, the empire was split into two halves: the Western Roman Empire, with its capital in Rome, and the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, with its capital in Constantinople. But it wasn't enough. In the year 476 AD, the last Western Roman emperor was deposed by a Germanic chief. This date is traditionally marked as the official fall of the Western Roman Empire. The city that had once ruled the world was sacked, and its empire in the West was shattered. Though the Western Roman Empire fell, the idea of Rome never truly disappeared. Its legacy is all around us, woven into the fabric of our modern world. Think about the language you speak. Many English words, and entire languages like Spanish, French, and Italian, come directly from Latin. The language of the Romans. When you look at a government building with its grand columns and domes, you are seeing the influence of Roman architecture. Our legal systems, with concepts like innocent until proven guilty, are built on the foundations of Roman law. The intricate network of roads that crisscross Europe today often follow the paths of ancient Roman roads. The Roman model of governance, of a republic and a senate, has inspired countless nations, including the United States. The story of Rome offers a powerful and timeless lesson. Great civilizations can rise to incredible heights through unity, discipline, and innovation, but they can just as easily fall when they succumb to corruption, internal division, and neglect. Thank you for joining us on this journey through ancient Rome. If you found this video fascinating, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into history. Let us know in the comments what historical topic you'd like us to explore next. Thanks for watching.